in most instances, our predecessors took advantage of these crises and turned them into opportunities. And they consciously did it. They didn't unconsciously. It didn't just happen. They consciously did it. With a single exception, probably in 9/11. We all know, you've heard me and others, and you've said it, you know, I think history's going to judge, as my mother would say, God loving President Bush harshly, not for all the mistakes he's made. Who knows what mistakes we would have made. But for the opportunities he squandered. He had a nation ready to make real sacrifices. He had a nation ready. What would have happened if at 9/12 or 9/15 he had made a speech and said, my fellow Americans, and outlined how the difficulty we faced, and said, but I'm making two announcements today. And one, I'm sending an energy bill to the United States Congress. It will be painful, but it will free us from the iron grip of the oligarchs of oil. And I expect, no, I demand that you support me. Who the hell would have said? Seriously, who would have said, I'm not, you know, I mean, look, we're all pros here. You know, you all, and many of you speak a lot better than I do. But I'm trying to just be straight. Who in America said, whoa, 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 that's too tough, man. Don't ask me that now. Whoa. And by the way, that may screw up the appropriations process here. And that may get the authorizers ahead of the appropriators. And that may get the House and the Senate. Oh, we can't do that, man. But he blew it. He blew it. What would have happened if he said, and by the way, I call for meeting the world's major powers to meet with me in Brussels on October the 30th to begin to jointly plan the demise of the rise of radical fundamentalism. Who wouldn't have shown up? Who could have afforded not to show up? And what an opportunity to expose lack of cooperation, forcing responsibility. Well, in a strange sense, I don't think we're very far from that moment. In a strange sense, I think we have available to us a similar kind of opportunity, not as targeted, not as precise, not as much of an, you know, the notion of, oh my God, we all may die kind of thing. But I think the American people, and no one knows it better than the House does, are a hell of a lot smarter than we give them credit for, and a hell of a lot more resilient, and a hell of a lot tougher. And they know there's no easy choices, man. There's no easy choices. Anybody in here think there was any way to get credit flowing without taking money and rewarding SOBs who have not acted well by just allowing them survive? Who the heck likes doing that? We've already had to do it.